ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयं उदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्ति भवति नैष्टिकी। Hare Krishna. Today we ending the first canto, canto first, chapter 19, the appearance of Śukadeva Gosvāmī, shloka 38 to 14. Today we completing the first canto, and tomorrow is auspicious day. We start new canto second from tomorrow. Like this, you continue to join with us, that we can completed whole Bhagavatam like we completed first canto. Yat shrotavyam atho japyam.
Yat shrotavyam atha japyam.
Yat kartavyam nrubhi prabho.
Yat kartavyam nrubhi prabho.
Smartavyam bhajaniyam va.
Smartavyam bhajaniyam va.
Bruhi yadva viparyayam.
Bruhi yatva viparyayam.
Nunam bhagavata brahman.
Nunam bhagavata brahman.
Gruheshu gruhamedinam.
Gruheshu gruhamedinam.
न लक्ष्यते हि अवस्थानम्.
न लक्ष्यते हि अवस्थानम्.
अपि गोदोहनं क्वचित्.
अपि गोदोहनं क्वचित्.
सूतः उवाच.
सूतः उवाच
एवम् आभाषितः पृष्टः.
एवम् अभाषितः पृष्टः
सः राज्ञाक्षलक्ष्णया गिरा.
स राज्ञा सलक्षणया गिरा.
प्रत्यभाषद्धर्मज्ञः.
प्रत्यभाषद्धर्मज्ञः
भगवान् बादरायणीः.
भगवान् बादरायणीः.
यत् श्रोतव्यम् अथो जाप्यम्.
यत् श्रोतव्यम् अथो जप्यम्.
यत् कर्तव्यं नृभिः प्रभो.
यत् कर्तव्यं नृभिः प्रभो.
स्मर्तव्यं भजनीयं वा.
स्मर्तव्यं भजनीयं वा.
ब्रूहि यत्वा विपर्ययम्.
ब्रूहि यत्वा विपर्ययम्.
नूनं भगवता ब्रह्मन्.
नूनं भगवतः ब्रह्मन्.
गृहेषु गृहमेदिनाम्.
गृहेषु गृहमेदिनाम्.
न लक्ष्यते हि अवस्थानम्.
न लक्ष्यते हि अवस्थानम्.
अपि गोदोहनं क्वचित्.
अपि गोदोहनं क्वचित्.
सूतः उवाच.
सूतः उवाच
एवम् आभाषितः पृष्टः.
एवम् अभाषितः पृष्टः.
सः राज्ञाक्षलक्ष्णया गिरा.
स राज्ञा श्लक्षणया गिरा.
प्रत्यभाषद्धर्मज्ञः.
त्यक्तभाषत धर्मज्ञः.
भगवान् बादरायणीः.
भगवान् बादरायणीः.
यत् श्रोतव्यम् अथो जाप्यम्. यत् कर्तव्यम् नृभिः प्रभो. स्मर्तव्यं भजनीयं वा. ब्रूहि यत्वा विपर्ययम्. नूनं भगवतः ब्रह्मन्. गृहेषु गृहमेदिनाम्. न लक्ष्यते हि अवस्थानम्. अपि गोदोहनं क्वचित्. सूतः उवाच. एवम् आभाषितः पृष्टः. स राज्ञाक्षलक्ष्णया गिरा. प्रत्यभाषत् धर्मज्ञः. भगवान् बादरायणीः.
यत् श्रोतव्यम् अथो जप्यम्. यत् कर्तव्यम् नृभिः प्रभो. स्मर्तव्यं भजनीयं वा. ब्रूहि यत्वा विपर्ययम्. नूनं भगवतः ब्रह्मन्. गृहेषु गृहमेदिनाम्. न लक्ष्यते हि अवस्थानम्. अपि गोदोहनं क्वचित्. सूतः उवाच एवम् आभाषितः पृष्ट स राज्ञा श्लक्षणया गिरा प्रत्यभाषत धर्मज्ञ भगवान बादरायणः.
Translation and purport by the Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please let me know what a man should hear, chant, remember and worship, and also what he should not do. Please explain all this to me. Oh powerful brāhmaṇa, it is said that you hardly stay in the houses of men long enough to make a cow, to milk a cow. Sūta Gosvāmī said, King, thus spoke and questioned the sages using sweet language. Then the great and powerful personality, the son of Vyāsadeva, who knew the principles of religion, began his reply. Purport. Saints and sages, in the renounced order of life, go to the houses of the householders at the time they milk the cows early in the morning and ask some quantity of milk for subsistence. A pound of milk fresh from the milk bag of a cow is sufficient to feed an adult with all vitamin values. And therefore, saints and sages live only on milk. Even the poorest of the householder keep at least 10 cows, each delivering 12 to 20 quarts of milk. And therefore, no one hesitates to spare a few pounds of milk for the mendicants. It is the duty of householder to maintain the saints and sages like the children. So a saint like Śukadeva Gosvāmī would hardly stay at the house of a householder for more than 5 minutes in the morning. In other words, such saints are very rarely seen in the houses of householders, and Maharaj Parīkṣit therefore prayed to him to instruct him as soon as possible. The householders also should be intelligent enough to get some transcendental information from visiting sages. The householder should not foolishly ask a saint to deliver what is available in the market. That should be the reciprocal relation between the saint and the householders. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purpose of the first canto, 19th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Appearance of Śukadeva Gosvāmī, end of the first canto. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurmilitam ena tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam ena bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavancha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitancha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhecha Rupa Sindhube Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vyāsadeva Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna. Today we try to understand shloka number 38 to 40 of chapter 19 of canto first. Today we completing. In these three shlokas, they describe about Parīkṣit Maharaj asking Śukadeva Gosvāmī that a man, what man, what should he hear, chant, remember, and worship, and also which which should not doing, means which things doing and which things not doing. Please explain that. Like that they asking Parīkṣit Maharaj, and in 39 shloka they describe about the Parīkṣit Maharaj prayed to him to instruct him soon as possible, as soon as possible, and they should reciprocate a relation between the saint and the householder. Then Sutta Goswami is describing in 40 shloka about that the Śukadeva Gosvāmī, son of Vyāsadeva, knew the principles of the religion, and so they start to reply the questions of the Parīkṣit Maharaj, and answering these questions start the second canto. We will start from tomorrow. Prabhuji will tell us in detail about this nicely. पंचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji. So very wonderful setting out there. So everyone is seated. Śukadeva Gosvāmī ji is telling Shaunakadi rishis of everything what was there, whatever was happening there. So he's remembering everything as if it was happening right now in front of his eyes. And that is why this whole explanation is so wonderful. And Śukadeva Gosvāmī ji is narrating how Parīkṣit Maharaj, the king, was aware of his impending death, and so he seeks ultimate guidance on duties of human life. So the Śrī Sūta which Mataji has been talking about right now, they are highlighting the importance of why we should approach a guru, the humility with which we should approach, the questions which we should ask, and how to receive the transcendental knowledge. And that is why when he gets the opportunity, Parīkṣit Maharaj, after highlighting the importance of Śukadeva Gosvāmī ji, his liberated state, his presence, how his arrival in fact was like a moon amongst the stars, and how he was so wonderful, how it was Krishna's plan that he came there. So he tells everything, and then he asks the question, what should be done in general and especially by those who are about to die. And he tells, please tell me not only that, also tell me what we should hear, chant, remember, worship, and what we should not do. So he's asking everything in one go. And he's asking everything so fast. The reason being, because it was well known that Śukadeva Gosvāmī ji hardly stayed in the house of anyone for more than 5 to 10 minutes. For a time which was sufficient enough only to go dohana, milk a cow. So Goswami ji is narrating everything. How Śukadeva Gosvāmī ji, who is now seated at the main seat, and how he has been questioned by king with sweet language. So Bhadrayani, that is the son of Vyāsadeva, who is the great and powerful personality who knows the principles of religion, starts giving the reply. And see, we are so lucky. Tomorrow is the most auspicious day of the appearance of Lord Narasimha Dev, who is our eternal protector. Narasimha Bhagwan ki Jai. And on that day, we are starting Canto 2 of Srimad Bhagavatam, the Amala Purana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Udyamena hi siddhyanti karyani, nahi manorathai, nahi suptasya simhasya, pravishanti mukhe mrugaha. This is one of the verses which we used to learn when I was in school. in our textbooks. But then this gives us such a wonderful knowledge that if we have to do something, then we have to not only think about it, but we have to actually implement it, actually do it. A sleeping lion may be the king of the jungle, but no deer will enter the mouth of a sleeping lion. The lion will have to hunt it down. Similarly, just by thinking that I have to achieve something, nothing will happen. Only by actually doing the activities, we can achieve the karya, achieve the results. And what we are seeing here being done by Parīkṣit Maharaj is, having submitted himself to Śukadeva Gosvāmī, recognizing him as true spiritual authority, he immediately asks questions. It's not that, okay, it is Krishna's plan, he has come here, so he'll tell. No. He himself asks 2 questions in the previous verse, and today he asks 6 questions. 1, Shrotavyam. What should be heard? So basically, the importance of hearing spiritual knowledge. 2, Japyam. What should be chanted? So definitely the significance of the mantra meditation. 3, what should be performed? Kartavyam. So obviously dharma, the righteous actions as per the instructions of Krishna. Smartavyam. What should be remembered? Constant remembrance of the lotus feet of Krishna. Bhajaniyam. What should be worshipped? Definitely Krishna through devotional service. And Viparyayam. What should be avoided? All the actions and thoughts which are contrary, which are impediments on the path of spiritual progress, of going back home, back to Godhead. So what this shlok is also indirectly teaching us is the proper attitude of a disciple. Purna Sharnagati, complete surrender and eagerness to learn from a realized soul. We have been seeing this quality of Parīkṣit Maharaj so many times, and talking about it. Talking about the importance of spiritual master in our life and how we have to ask him questions. Because Krishna himself has told Arjuna about it. That he should ask questions to a realized soul, self-realized soul. And that is what Parīkṣit Maharaj is doing. And not only that, when he's talking, that I request you to answer to me as soon as possible, because I know that you do not stay at any place for much time. You will be there for a maximum the period of taken in which we can milk a cow. So the time reference, Godohana, is very, very critical here. See, the time taken to milk a cow can be, say, 5, 10, 15 minutes. So it signifies that a devotee does not linger where there is no devotion. And why only devotee? Even a Lord, he would not stay at a place where there is no devotional service. So what it makes us understand is the difference between materialistic home and spiritual home. A home devoid of devotional service, charity, scriptural study is just like a prison. And in contrast, a home where Bhagwan is worshipped becomes a temple. So it is up to us whether we would like to stay in a prison or we would like to serve Krishna and actually stay in a temple. Because no devotee is going to stay with us forever. Especially the saints and those in the renounced order of life. When they go to any householder's place, especially in the earlier days, they used to go early morning, when they would be doing the milking of the cows. And what they would do is, they would seek some milk for subsistence. Because it is mentioned that around 250 ml or half liter of milk is sufficient to feed an adult with all vitamins which are required. So most of the saints and sages, they live only on milk. As scripture says, it is the duty of a grihastha to maintain the saints and sages, just like children. So when a saint like say Śukadeva Gosvāmī would hardly stay for more than 5 minutes in the morning, they would give him whatever he wants and try to instruct them. Saints are rarely seen in a householder's place. And so Parīkṣit Maharaj did not want to lose the opportunity of presence of Śukadeva Gosvāmī ji. And so he requests, he prays, please instruct me as soon as possible. So what we understand here is that we as householders should be intelligent to get some transcendental knowledge, transcendental information from visiting sages, visiting Vaishnavas, visiting devotees. Householder should not foolishly ask a saint to deliver what is available in the market. No. The relationship has to be reciprocal between saint and the householder, wherein the householder seeks transcendental knowledge. In fact, when we studied Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, we saw the 6 interactions between devotees. Shadbhir Priti Lakshana. And one of them was that we should give and we should take. Dadati Pratigrihina. And that refers to this. And that is why you will see in the counselor system which is established in ISKCON, the counselor takes the meetings of his counselees by rotating to the different houses of the counselees. So everyone gets an opportunity to serve the Vaishnavas. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. And we also get warned about excessive attachment to material comforts, neglecting spiritual duties. And there we understand how this Salakshanaya Gira, this inquiry was so very gentle, humble, respectful. So this is an example for all of us. That we should be asking questions with humility, with respect. Similarly, the response from Śukadeva Gosvāmī ji, he is dharmagya, knower of dharma. So he immediately prepares to impart divine wisdom. So this is that stage now where there is a transition to Śukadeva's teachings, which begin from the next canto, next chapter, first verse, and which will lead to the essence of Bhagavatam, that is bhakti as the supreme duty. The key takeaways is that we should approach a guru with humility. You must surrender to a qualified spiritual master. You should prioritize our spiritual duties, hearing, chanting, remembering, worshipping the deities. You should avoid material entanglements. And Bhagavatam is the answer. Bhagavatam is the book. It is the Grantha Avatar. So you should take it very much to our heart. This is the guiding light for us, which will guide us towards liberation. So whatever anxiety we have to accept it and we have to start responding to it very, very positively. So, Karpanya dosha pahat swabhavam shishyaste aham shadimam tvam prapan. Krishna gave information to Arjuna only when he had completely surrendered in 2.7. Similarly, Parīkṣit Maharaj surrendered and then he is now getting responses. So we should also surrender to the sadhana bhakti and follow the instructions of our Guru Maharaj. Because griheshu grihemidinam, just being householders without spiritual life is ensuring that we remain the prisoners. So if we don't want to be prisoners anymore, then we should ensure that our house becomes a temple. Prabhupada ji explains that Krishna enters a home only where he is welcomed with devotion, not in places where there is sense gratification. Krishna is akinchanaha, so he is accessible only to akinchanaha, now nothing but him. And that is why Śukadeva Gosvāmī ji ensured his presence to guide Parīkṣit Maharaj, because he had given up everything. So our life will begin with surrender, with right questioning. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena seva. So let us go ahead with it. Let us ensure that we continue this reading, this hearing, because this is where we'll reach to the level where we'll have ultimate spiritual instructions coming in the future cantos and the shlokas. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.